Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the incredible orcas. You may know them better as killer whales. Don't let this name fool you. These guys are amazing animals. Today we'll learn about their life cycle, habitat, diet, lifespan, behavior, and more. So stay tuned. But first things first, what is an orca? Well, the orca, also known as the killer whale, is a marine mammal and the largest member of the dolphin family. Despite their name, killer whales aren't actually whales at all. Instead, they're giant dolphins with a distinctive black and white color scheme. Their name comes from the fact that they're known to kill other whales, but they also prey on a variety of other animals, which we'll talk about later. Orcas have a number of physical characteristics that make them unique. They have a black back and white underside, with 2 white patches near their eyes. Adult males can grow up to 8 to 10 meters, 26 to 33 feet, long and weigh up to 6 tons, while females are slightly smaller, reaching lengths of 6 to 8 meters, 20 to 26 feet, and weights of up to 4 tons. So where do orcas live? As it turns out, orcas are found in oceans all over the world, from the Arctic and Antarctic to tropical seas. They're highly adaptable creatures and can live in both deep offshore waters and coastal regions. In fact, no other marine mammal has such a wide distribution. Orcas are highly migratory and travel vast distances each year in search of food. Pods will often travel up to 100 kilometers, 62 miles per day, and some pods travel between feeding and breeding grounds as far away as Antarctica and South Africa. This makes them true citizens of the world's oceans. And since we're talking about orcas living in different parts of the world, here's a fun fact. There are actually different dialects of orca language depending on where they live. Researchers have identified at least 10 different dialects across the globe, which suggests that orcas have a complex communication system and cultural diversity. Speaking of their culture, did you know that orcas live in tight-knit family groups? They usually consist of 5 to 30 individuals and are led by the oldest female. The group is made up of related females and their offspring, with males leaving their natal pod when they reach sexual maturity. Orcas are highly social animals and spend most of their time with their podmates. They communicate with each other using a variety of sounds, including whistles, pulses, and clicks, as well as body language. Each orca has its own signature whistle, similar to a name, which it uses to identify itself to other members of its pod. Now let's talk about food. What do orcas eat? As I mentioned before, orcas are at the top of the food chain and are considered apex predators. Their diet varies depending on their location, but generally consists of fish, squid, seals, seabirds, and other marine mammals, including other whales. Orcas are highly intelligent and skilled hunters and often work together in groups to capture prey. They are also known to be opportunistic feeders, meaning they will eat whatever is most readily available. Some pods have developed specialized hunting techniques for catching certain prey, such as salmon. Orcas will work together to create a wave that knocks salmon off their course, making it easier to catch them. Now let's look at how long orcas live. Orcas have a pretty long lifespan, especially the females. They can live up to 80 to 90 years. Males, on the other hand, typically live around 50 to 60 years. Now you might be wondering, how do orcas get so old? Well, for starters, they don't have many natural predators. After all, they are at the top of the food chain. Plus, they have a slow metabolism, which could contribute to their longevity. However, there are still plenty of threats that orcas face, including pollution, habitat destruction, and human-made noise in the ocean. These threats can negatively impact their communication and hunting abilities. But thankfully, orcas are protected in many countries, and conservation efforts are underway to protect them. Now it's time to talk about reproduction. Female orcas give birth every 3 to 10 years after a 17-month pregnancy. Usually they have 1 calf at a time, although twins are possible. Male orcas reach sexual maturity around the age of 15, while females mature later, typically between the ages of 9 and 13. As I mentioned earlier, orcas stay in their mother's pod for their entire lives, and calves stay with their mother until she dies. This means that orcas have one of the longest periods of parental care compared to any other marine mammal. It's not uncommon to see a matriarch or oldest female leading her pod with her daughter and granddaughter following behind her. Orcas are truly fascinating creatures. They're highly intelligent social animals with a complex communication system and a wide range of behaviors. They are also highly adaptable and can live in various environments around the world. Hopefully now you know a bit more about these amazing animals and appreciate their beauty and importance to our planet's ecosystem. But before we wrap up, let's take a moment to discuss some of the threats that orcas face. As I mentioned earlier, pollution, habitat destruction, and noise pollution are all major threats to orca populations. One of the biggest issues facing orcas today is the amount of plastic and other debris in the ocean. This debris can cause physical harm to orcas, such as entanglement in fishing nets or ingestion of plastic, which can lead to starvation or internal injuries. Habitat destruction also poses a significant threat, as coastal ecosystems are destroyed through development and pollution. Orcas lose important habitats for feeding and raising their young. Noise pollution from ships and other human activities can interfere with orca communication and hunting abilities. This can lead to disorientation, stress, and even injury. Despite these threats, there are organizations working to protect orcas and their habitat. Many groups are working to reduce plastic and debris in the ocean through education and cleanup efforts. Other organizations are working to protect orca habitat through conservation and restoration projects. By supporting these organizations and making changes in our own lives, we can help ensure that future generations get to enjoy the beauty and wonder of these incredible creatures. If you want to learn more about orcas or other marine life, check out the resources provided. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.